a sleek, powerful tablet marketed at multitaskers and creatives. This is the OnePlus Pad 2, along with the Stylo 2 and the Smart Keyboard. At $549.99 retail, how does this stack up? So first off, the stylus and the keyboard case are not included. These are add-ons. The Stylo 2 is $100, however, you can get this for free with your tablet purchase on the OnePlus website, and the Smart Keyboard is $150. In the box, you've got the OnePlus Pad 2 itself and a Type-C cable, and that's about it. Now, OnePlus sent me this device for my review video, however, they have no editorial control for the video itself. This is a very slim looking tablet. It's slim at just 6.49 millimeters thick. It weighs 584 grams. It's lightweight enough to carry around, but it still feels very nice and solid in your hands. This is a really beautiful seamless CNC aluminum body. It gives it that nice premium look and feel. You have your standard USB Type-C port located here. There is no SIM slot, so no option for LTE service, though you are stuck with Wi-Fi. This display is very gorgeous. It's a 12.1-inch 3K LCD display with a 7:5 aspect ratio. Now that's a little bit unique, but it's perfect for productivity. Resolution's a very crispy 3000 by 2120 pixels. It's got a smooth refresh rate up to 144 Hertz, which is great. So things like scrolling through a bunch of different tasks, gaming, or even editing with the Stylo 2 feels very buttery smooth. Plus, it's also got that 900 nits peak brightness, so this thing is perfectly viewable even if you're outdoors. Colorado is bright and sunny like all the time, so I really appreciate having a nice bright tablet as well. Now, if you are finding this video helpful, a subscribe would mean so much to me. Subscribing is a very simple way of showing me which videos you find helpful and valuable, and it tells me which direction I should be taking my channel in. Also, a big Patreon shout out to Daryl H, Robert L, and Ryan C. You can join them and support my channel by going over to patreon.com/Shannon Morse for perks like early video access and my private Discord. As usual, all the videos on my channel are free to watch, including this one here, and I thank my YouTube members and my patrons for making that possible. This video is not sponsored, so I really do appreciate it when you subscribe and when you check out my Patreon. Now, the OnePlus Pad 2 is packing a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 with an Adreno 750 GPU. It is fast. Multitasking is really breezy, whether you're gaming, editing photos, running multiple different apps at once. It's got 256 gigs of UFS 3.1 storage, and UFS 3.1 is actually a very fast standard when it comes to mobile devices, so that's really great to see. 12 gigs of RAM, Oxygen OS 14.1, so this thing is very snappy and responsive. I did try some light gaming, Genshin Impact. It handled it like a champ, though I wouldn't say that it's a full-on gaming tablet, but it looks great and I didn't have any issues with lag or buffering. Genshin Impact on default high graphics is very smooth. It handled the graphics. It doesn't get hot in hand while playing either, and I very much appreciate that. I also really liked how multitasking is handled on this tablet. Like, you can open multiple apps side by side, and it makes it very easy to use gesture controls to open apps side by side. You can customize your canvas design so apps open in a layout to your preferences. Also, of course, AI is included. There is an AI speaker. It's like an audio speaker. It speaks to you so you can listen to written text. There's a summary to give you a short TLDR for long articles. We've seen something similar on other devices too. And there is an AI writer that can help you write emails and such. I did mention the battery briefly, and I wanted to talk a little bit more about that. So the battery is a beefy 9510 milliampere hour. So you are looking at all day use without having to be tethered to a wall with that SUPERVOOC charger. But when you do need to charge, it's a 67-watt SUPERVOOC fast charger. It gets you up and running really fast. Like, I went from 0 to 100 in about an hour. I did a on-screen battery test. It's like my super heavy battery test. So I took this thing from 100% at 11:45 a.m. to completely dead at 6:15 p.m., which means I got about 6.5 hours at 100% brightness, streaming 4K video with the screen on. Now, the tablet cameras are Can we say that they're
potatoes?
They are tablet cameras, right? They're not Hasselblad like the OnePlus phones. Hasselblad makes wonderful sensors for the OnePlus phones, but I really can't say the same for the OnePlus tablet. I had pretty grainy and noisy photos from the rear lens. It's a 13 megapixel shooter. It's decent for quick snaps. You can shoot video up to 4K at 30 FPS, but a smartphone is going to give you overwhelmingly better photography with less noise. If you want to use this for some quick video conferencing, then yes, it's gonna get the job done. But don't bring this to a concert. Please don't hold it up at a concert. I don't want to see that in 2025. Don't do it. There's also an 8 megapixel front-facing camera as well, and this one again is good for video conferencing calls or catching up with your friends. Just don't expect smartphone quality out of it. You're not going to get it here. Okay, so this is a video test on the OnePlus Pad 2. Here you can hear the audio as well as check out some of the stabilization. I am just holding this and walking around my studio to see how well it handles just a simple video. How does it sound? Let me know. But one thing that is cool is the speakers. There are 6 of them, 6-fold speakers, and they do get loud. It's very similar with a lot of tablets that I've reviewed. There is a noticeable preference for the trebles here. Higher frequencies are very noticeable. Not necessarily a bad thing, and it sounds really great when you're listening to podcasts, but if you're listening to bassy music, you're going to notice that the bass is missing. I didn't notice any distortions though, and the sound quality is very clean. Also, shout out for the crazy fast speeds. So my connection speeds were great. For context, I review devices on a Wi-Fi 7 network, so they aren't stifled by a low quality network. These are great speeds for this device, which also supports Wi-Fi 7. I do think that the security options could be better. It does support face unlock, but there is no fingerprint sensor or scanner. So you either have the face unlock or the traditional passcode and PIN setup for security, or you could use both of those. Okay, so moving on, I also wanted to speak on the Stylo 2. So this is for my artists, for my note takers out there, anybody who wants to jot things down or use precise editing, this is for you. So this thing is priced at $99.99 by itself, and it has 16,000 levels of pressure sensitivity. It does feel super natural, like writing on paper, thanks to its instant response, vibrational feedback. Sketching, taking notes, or just doodling are all super smooth and responsive too. I really like this thing. Writing with the stylus is very fluid and responsive, and since I'm a lefty, I write with my left hand, it does a solid job of palm rejection, I noticed. I am currently sitting at 74% battery on this thing here, and I think I lost about 2% over the course of the last hour, so it does last for quite a long time, and it simply recharges by magnetically attaching it to the device. And then we have the OnePlus Smart Keyboard. Now this thing also comes with a folio type backing for your tablet too, so you simply magnetically attach this to the back of your tablet, and then you have a nice little kickstand so you can set this up and be able to type on it like you would with a normal laptop. Now this accessory is $149.99 retail. It does connect magnetically to the Pad 2. This also has a Bluetooth connection and it's very super smooth. It has a 6-row layout, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is very similar to a traditional laptop keyboard, but I wanted to point out that it has a huge touchpad at the bottom, so you get that laptop feel even when using the tablet. I have been using it to write out scripts, answer some emails. Honestly, it's pretty easy to use. The battery seems to last a long time on the keyboard too. I'm currently sitting at 70% for this, and I've been using it all day. I brought it down from 76%, and that is during a normal work day. So that's pretty good, just losing about 6%. There is no separate USB-C port on here, so all you have to do is recharge it by just magnetically attaching it to your tablet. The Smart Keyboard has a few unique features to it too. You can tap your NFC-capable phone to the icon on the right-hand side to easily share photos with your tablet. You can also use multi-finger gesture controls on the touchpad too, like swiping down with 3 fingers to take a screenshot real fast, and swiping down with 2 to go into a split-screen multitasking view. Now I noticed that the gesture controls actually work really well and they are very responsive, so I found myself using those more than I normally would, especially for the split screening. But the keys themselves, when I was typing on it, they are a little small, even for my my small hands, so it took a little bit to get used to in order to speed type. I do like that I can use this thing either attached to the tablet or separated because it is Bluetooth, and in either setup, it works really well. So is the OnePlus Pad 2 still in 2025, even though it came out months ago? Worth it? Honestly, for what you're getting, you got a great display, you got that solid performance, it's very fluid, killer battery life, it lasts for quite a long time, a free stylus pen, that's awesome. It's a fantastic value. So you pair it with the Stylo 2, and then you could buy an add-on keyboard like this smart keyboard, which is hard to find online currently, but you might be able to find one on eBay, and you've got yourself a serious productivity machine. So I think this would be good for students, for digital artists, for travelers, anybody who wants a powerful tablet without breaking the bank. My only big gripes here are the no SIM slot for cellular. A lot of people are gonna not like it because of that. No SD card for storage, so you're stuck with the one storage size. And the cameras are just kind of meh, but hey, it's a tablet. I still think it's a win. So on that note, I think I'm gonna go write some more scripts while I'm using this thing. Subscribe for more in-depth tech reviews, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.